driving with trucks in Atlanta. This is Magus 999, Bruce B. Magus, not Magus. Magus sounds stupid. So I don't care if that's the way you guys want to pronounce it. This goes all the way back to the Chrono Trigger days. Okay, I'm a big RPG fan. So Magus, like Atlanta. It's I'm sorry, I keep looking to the side and stuff. But it's a non-commercial driver in Atlanta. These trucks are just off the hook. They are doing what they want to do. They don't care about the regulations and the rules. And there are a lot of regulations to be a truck driver. But apparently, they don't feel any need to follow any of them because they don't. Basically, they do not. Whatever they can get away with. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that they do. They're supposed, and I'm not saying every truck driver, but I'm saying there's a massive amount. There's a higher percentage here than there is in the other places I've been. For example, like I said, I drove in California. I grew up there. I drove for over 30 years. Okay, I've driven out here for like 5 years. So, and I'm not saying driving commercially. I'm just saying as a driver, in the 30 years that I drove in California, I had a truck incident maybe twice, if I recall correctly, maybe twice. It's not enough that I can remember the number. I'll tell you that. In Atlanta, I have a truck incident at least once a week, if not more. I have a problem with a truck because there's no order. You drive on the freeways out here or the expressway, whatever the hell they call them out here. You drive on there and you are instantly infused with trucks. Like where I come from in the Bay Area, there's a certain freeway where all the trucks are, and you can avoid that freeway to get where you want most of the time. There's a certain freeway that you're going to be driving with trucks, okay? Out here, they're everywhere. They have no restriction. So you're basically this little ant driving around all these elephants. And the thing is, they are supposed to be as trained, and they are trained, to stay out of your damn way. They're supposed to be trained to keep things safe. They're driving those big ass trucks, but they are driving with training. Okay, so what they're doing is on purpose. For example, you are merging. We have enough trouble merging with each other. As I said in another video, right? We got enough trouble merging with each other. We don't want to let each other have 1 inch. You get on the freeway and this motherfucker won't back up. He's already behind you, but he'll move as far up as he can. He doesn't care if he pushes you off the road. For what? What advantage do you get being 1 car length ahead of somebody? It's crazy, stupid. Okay? Crazy, stupid, crazy. Stupid is and stupid does. That's pretty much just dumb. Okay? And it's inconsiderate and unsafe. You could kill somebody doing that. But we do that to each other, right? I'm not saying I do it, because I don't. I'm just saying there's drivers out there, non-commercial, just driving cars and driving in little funky-ass SUVs, trying to get position so bad that they don't care if they run you off the damn road, okay? and that's bad enough. But we have truckers who do that. You ever get on the freeway, if you're in Atlanta, or it couldn't happen anywhere actually, because it has happened in California too. You get on the freeway, the truck is way behind you. The truck is behind you. For some reason, he's in the merging lane, right? All of a sudden, the truck is kicking it in. It's like, no, you're supposed to be trying to slow it down or just maintain your speed. You ain't supposed to be kicking it in. Suddenly, then you're trying to kick it in. So you're trying to get, because you can't go behind the truck because he's pushing over. He's pushing, right? So you can't go behind the truck. You got to get in front of it. So you're hitting the gas. You're trying to get ahead of this damn truck. But there's a car in front of the truck. And evidently, the truck don't see that car. The car, the truck is driving so fast, there's virtually no space between this truck and this little car, right? It's like that. It's driving so fast that it's cutting off the space. And that's what it's trying to do. It's cutting off the space, and at the same time, it's pushing you off the road. Trucks do it all the damn time. And I don't know if everybody knows this, but those trucks are supposed to maintain a distance of 300 feet on the average on the freeway between them and a car in front of them. So they should, and you see it all the time. You see them just squeezed up. I mean, if the traffic is at a standstill or slow, that's understandable. But I'm talking about they're going 80 miles an hour and they have no space between them and the car in front of them. That is not the way they're supposed to drive. They are breaking regulations. DOT, Department of Transportation, has regulations on how much space they're supposed to have in front of them. And it just makes sense because the truck cannot stop in 10 feet. You can't go from 80, even a car can't go from 80 to 0 in 10 feet. It needs space. But these truckers don't seem to care. If they kill you, or if they kill that car that's in front of them, if they crush them up into a pancake, they don't care, okay? And that's Atlanta. It's like, I just do what I want, I just drive while I want to drive. I got to get somewhere. Forget everybody else, That's how they drive, man. And they're commercial drivers that's driving with trucks. And like another thing which I just mentioned is they don't leave enough space. They don't leave enough space between them. And if you can look in your rearview mirror and you'll see that sucker coming up on you, you can kick in your gas and it's still coming. Another thing about these truckers out here is that they block off a whole lane. They will block off a whole lane. I hope somebody's walking up, hope they're coming over there to talk to me. They will block off a whole damn lane so that you can't get to the exit on the freeway. And don't tell me they're not doing that on purpose. They are, because how are you going to have a mile of trucks with no space between them for you to cut through? You should have 300 feet of space between each truck. That's plenty of room for a car to get through. But they just lock it all up. And you'll see them passing exits. It's like, okay, if you're passing exits, then why the hell are you all in that one lane? You shouldn't be that way. You should recognize that you are disrupting traffic and open it up. Another thing is they work together to open up, and that's okay for them to work together. But like say one of them needs to get over, but they go to the extreme where they will lock you behind them until they get that big ass truck in front of you. Okay, now you're billboarded. You know what billboarded means? That means all you see is that damn truck. You can't see the signs or anything. See, they shouldn't be working so hard to get in front of you. They'll do that. They'll, instead of getting behind you, you can have 100 miles of space behind your ass. They don't want to get behind you. They want to get in front of you. They need to be getting behind you so they won't billboard you and again make your driving unsafe. They are supposed to help make the roads as safe as possible. They are not supposed to be out there disrupting traffic and causing unsafe conditions. Just like in inclement weather. I've seen snow out here, trucks driving 80 miles an hour. Why are you doing that? Are you stupid? You just trying to kill somebody? Oh, maybe that's your passive way of killing people. That's what you're doing. You want to kill people. Maybe you're really a serial killer, a serial truck driver killer. But you can do it in a safe way. Just say, hey, I was just driving. 45th victim. Driving 80 miles an hour in the snow, you can't stop. You can't stop if something happens. You can't turn. You can't do nothing. And that's something that they do. They drive badly in the weather, and I don't know how they're getting away with it, or if they're getting away with it. They got to be getting away with it because they do it too much. You know, you see them wavering all the time. It's like, did you sleep? Are you on drugs? You know, did the heroin needle shake and cause you a little pain? You know, what? Why are you swerving left and right? You know, what is this? So that's another hazard of driving in Atlanta. Dealing with these damn truckers who evidently feel like they can do whatever they want. Just like everybody else out here driving. It's like, oh, there's no driving rules. Do whatever the hell I want. Just be aware when you're out there, because in Atlanta, you got to drive for others. You know that statement? You have to drive for other people. You can't drive for just your own self. All right? Otherwise, you're going to end up flying off the side of the road. Peace in your hood.